Hello and welcome to Crafters TV. Welcome to a brand new day. Welcome to Wednesday, and it's a very, very exciting day, that is for sure. Not only have we got a Sheena Wednesday, we have also got a brand new launch. So many reasons to get shopping today. We have got a full collection, and my goodness me, this is jam-packed full of the most incredible treats. It's true typical Sheena style, and I know you're going to absolutely love this one. I know as soon as I set eyes on it, I completely fell in love with this collection. It's just completely stunning. So I'll be sharing with you all of the details of that amazing brand new launch in just a moment. But I mentioned it already, and I think it would be rude not to introduce the lady herself, the lady behind these most incredible designs. She's going to be providing all of the inspiration throughout the day here on Crafters TV. And my goodness, we are in for a treat when it comes to the demonstrations that she's got lined up. It is, of course, it's the one, it's the only, it's Sheena. Good morning, Sheena.
Morning, Lily. Morning, everyone. Yay, looking forward to a good day.
It's going to be absolutely cracking. We are very, very excited for this brand new launch. Like I say, lots of inspiration coming up from Sheena throughout the course of the full day. It is wake up call though. The launch is not till 3 o'clock technically, but we do always say it's always a case of the early bird catches the worm. So if you want to get in early, get your hands on this brand new launch. You don't need to wait till launch day. You can get your hands on this new launch right here, right now, and check out the website for all the different options that you've got when it comes to this brand new collection. But before we dive into that new collection, I want to share with you a couple of things that's happening over on the website this week. We've got some exciting deals that you will find if you check out that website. So first of all, we launched it yesterday, and it's our brand new end of summer sale. Now you've got a few days to take advantage of this one, but it's not the time that's sort of the pressing things when it comes to that summer sale. It is the stock. We've got some super low stocks on that summer sale. You'll find that already some of the items have flown out the door and are no more. So make sure you do check out over on the website the end of summer sale. Quite often we stand here and we say you save up to 60%, maybe even you save up to 70%, but it's even better when it comes to this end of summer sale because you're saving up to a whopping 80%. I mean, some of the prices are quite frankly absolutely out of this world. So make sure you are checking out the website if you want to bag a bargain today. Now, talking of bagging a bargain, maybe you're new to crafting or maybe you're just needing to stock up on your stash. Well, we have got the perfect deal for you in order to do that. We're giving you a discount on some of your most loved crafty essentials over on the website. That's ending at midnight tomorrow, so a little bit of urgency when it comes to that one, and in terms of the stock as well. You've got amazing savings on lots of your essentials and some of Sheena's favourites as well. You've got all sorts from your adhesives to your cardstock and even the guillotines. Both the large and the small guillotines are part of that promotion, so if you want to get a real bargain, then check out the website for that one as well. My goodness, so much happening over on the website, but really today it is all about this incredible brand new collection. We're talking all things winter, we are thinking all things Christmas when it comes to this launch, and as Nicola in my ear has said, it's going to be an incredible day, and that it certainly is. Now, as always, when it comes to our new launches, we like to bring to you an amazing value showstopper deal. And this certainly is a showstopper and a half. Not only are you going to get that complete collection, and Sheena will be going through the boards with you guys at home in just a moment to tell you the story behind this incredible collection. We're also throwing in some goodies that will work hand in hand with the imagery that you're getting within that new launch. So you've got 6 of your tricolour aqua pens included. You can see those at the top, those gorgeous sets. You've got your floral meadow and your grey outdoors included. We say 6 pens, but really there's 3 pens in each and every single one of those. So you're really getting 18 colourways in total. With those being water-based, it means there's really an infinite amount of shades you can get from every single colour. And then you've also got 2 ink pads included, one of your water reactive and one of your opaque pigment as well. And I know Sheena will be showing you lots of techniques when it comes to those ink pads. So that full brand new launch and those 4 additional items make up that 10-piece collection of your showstopper that comes in for a Platinum Club price today of £68 or $80. Of course, we've got options over on the website. If you just want to go for the new launch, maybe you've got all of those new pens already and you've got all of those ink pads already, then absolutely you can just go for the brand new items. Or if you want to go for individuals, you have got those options as well. But before we go over the boards, I just want to whet your crafty appetite with a few of the amazing creations the design team have put together with this new launch. We're bringing to embossing folders, there's stamps, there's dies, there is so many crafty goodies that you can get playing with. Of course, they're going to all work together. They've been designed specifically to mix and match to give you lots of different creative possibilities, but as well, use them separately for lots and lots of longevity when it comes to all of your amazing wintry creations. Look at that. I mean, the colour on there is just absolutely stunning. Mix and match in some of your fabulous metallic card and you can get a really opulent look to all of your winter makes. Perhaps you're going to go for more white or white colour tones. I mean, how striking is that? Let your colouring take centre stage, but isn't it just absolutely gorgeous when you're mixing and matching those dies with the stamps, bringing in those embossing folders? You can create the most show-stopping makes. I mean, look at that, bringing in some of your inky backgrounds, some of your glitter glues as well. Look at that, just gorgeous with some of your heat embossing on there, using those dies to really, really enhance that artwork. You can even be creating your concept cards with these as well, and all of these gorgeous designs are included as part of this collection. Wow, isn't it just absolutely stunning? I know we've been busy this morning for this already, but your Showstopper collection is by far and away the best way to go with this one. £68 or $80 for absolutely everything, and then on top of that you're getting 6 tricolour aquas and 2 ink pads as well. Wow, Sheena, this is an absolutely amazing collection, but what exactly are we getting when it comes to the designs?
Right, well, let me explain it. So it's all about a story of a snowflake, Lily.
Okay.
This is what the snowflake story. So it's where's this little snowflake going to end up? With different people, different lives, different people it's going to touch, but it's all based around. It's kind of like that double exposure look, you know, where you've got a photo and a photo. Yeah. So it's like you're looking through a portal because everything is based around this snowflake shape. So you're getting the snowflake die here. So that's a really nice size die, and all the stamps that I'm going to show you are going to fit in that same aperture. They're all sized perfectly. But because we're giving you the die, I wanted to fill it in with all these other useful little embellishments. These little guys here, these can form larger swirls if you join them up, because they're like little strings of bling, if you will. Yeah,
I love that.
And they also can wrap around the snowflake. They can wrap around your card. It's kind of the magic, and it suggests the swirliness of your snowflake. So that's the die. But you also get this really cool folder there.
Oh, wow.
This embossing folder. So it's that in itself is going to make a full card. In fact, I've got one that I can show you shortly. I'm going to show you what that one looks like just as a card in its own right. So if you want to make a quick card and do an inky background, boom, you're done. And one of the sentiments on there, but it works in conjunction with the die, because this here is exactly the same size as this in the middle. So what you can do is you can cut out your card and then pop it in your folder if you just want the centre bit, and emboss that texture on your snowflake. It'll all become clear when we start playing. What you do is you're going to choose one of your scenes, and this is the first one here. This one is the snowy village. So we're looking across rooftops here. We've got a star in the sky, and what I wanted to do was give you the main element, the main image here, which is going to fit in that snowflake, but also smaller element which you're going to stamp on your envelopes, inside the card where you put your greeting, or your tags, or even smaller format cards, or even a whole massive, like kind of a humongous card. Yeah, look at this. This is like this is like Star Wars, isn't it? You know, when the ship comes in and the star, you're just saying, look at the size of that. Yeah. In a galaxy far, far away was a snowflake. Yeah. So you can see that they're all made with just that small element on each of the stamp sets. But imagine that as little notelets, as a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Hadn't that be cool? Or smaller format cards. Some of you guys were asking about smaller format cards if you want to post a lot of cards. So you want to have your wow cards, but then you want to have your post cards as well. So that's the first one. And then we've got this one here, which is your Nature's Winter, which is your robin. You got to have a robin. It's the law of Christmas. You got to have a robin.
Oh yeah.
And so this little robin here is again fabulous in its own right. But all the wording as well has been chosen to fit perfectly with the image that you're going to get. Should mention as well, these are photopolymer. Oh wow. So they are the best of the best in your stamp material. You've got the images, but you're going to want to know these are going to last. And these last. So the thing is as well with photopolymer, it's not just that they're more robust than acrylic, but the detail you can get in is much finer with these than an acrylic stamp. So that one there is Wonderland Window. And this was me. This was me as a kid, Lily. I used to sit watching the snow falling and just really just couldn't wait till Christmas. Even if it was November, I wouldn't sleep till till Christmas, if it started to snow. I'm still that kid.
Yeah.
If I see snow,
it's Christmas.
It doesn't matter when it is in the year. No,
Absolutely.
I think it's just magical. Just love it.
I mean, let's be honest, we do Christmas from June anyway, so we're ready for Christmas
We're ready.
in June
we are
time.
super ready.
Yeah,
we're totally ready. And then the last one is the falling snow, which is that iconic look with the snowflakes over the city, with the rooftops, and it's just a charming view again.
Oh, yeah.
And this little snowflake here, this is the bit I really love this one because I've drawn it to give it perspective. So it's actually on its side there. So if you would turn it so it's flat, the flat snowflake looks like it's coming towards you, like you can see on here, as little extra embellishments. But also I'm loving this little cityscape kind of frieze, which you can just repeat stamp as well. So that's the collection. But then there's extras, Lily, aren't there?
Gosh, yeah, of course there is.
Yeah, what?
As part of your Showstopper, not only are you getting all of that absolutely exquisite artwork, and I mean, it is absolutely exquisite, isn't it? It's Sheena's hand-drawn, sketchy signature style that we all know and love in that beautiful wintry format. But as if that wasn't enough to get all of those incredible items, your embossing folder, your stamps, your dies, we are also including as part of this incredible Showstopper, you are getting 6 of your tricolour aqua pens. I know that Sheena will be showing you lots of different demonstrations and techniques you can be using with those amazing water-based pens. And then as well, we're also giving you a couple of ink pads. And what I absolutely love about this bundle is the fact that we're not giving you 2 of the same ink pads. We are actually giving you 2 of our different kinds of Spectrum Noir ink pads. So maybe you're brand new to our range of Spectrum Noir ink pads and you want to be trying out a few of the different types of ink pads, then this is going to be absolutely perfect because we're including both one of your opaque pigments and one of your water reactives as well, which is absolutely incredible, allowing you to try out a couple of our different most loved ink pads as part of our range. Now, talking of ink pads, I did say ideal if you are new to your ink pads. Talking of ink pads, if you want to get an incredible deal on your water reactive ink pads, we do of course have a bonus buy. As if having an amazing Showstopper with a fabulous saving on wasn't good enough, if you're going for that Showstopper bundle today, we have a bonus buy on your ink pads. That ink pad bundle, you're getting 15 water reactive ink pads for a Platinum Club price today of £40 or $64. But really, I want you to ignore that price on your screen. Because if you're going for your Showstopper, you're going to get that bundle for half price. So forget that 40 quid. Throw it out the window, quite frankly. That's going to come all the way down to 20 quid. 20 quid for 15 water reactive ink pads. And I'm just going to quickly show you one because if you know ink pads and you're looking at that price on your screen, you go, yeah, but they're going to be tiny little ones. They're going to be the 1 by 1 inch cube. No, they're not. They are our full-size ink pads. So to get 15 ink pads for 20 quid or $32 is absolutely outstanding value for money. We know that Sheena will be showing you lots of techniques when it comes to these, but £1.30-ish per ink pad for a full-size ink pad, that is absolutely an amazing value for money. We will be going over the colours of this bundle a little bit later in the show, but just to get that added to your baskets, if you are getting your Showstopper, why not get 15 water reactive ink pads for 20 quid or $32? That for me is an absolute steal of a deal. That's why we love our bonus buys. Now, I did promise lots of inspiration coming up throughout the course of this show and throughout the course of the day, actually. But before we get back over to Sheena, we have got so many people joining us already, so I've got to say a few quick hellos. So many of you guys are just as excited as I am for this launch. I have to say, I saw this a few months ago and I have been dying for this day to come around, for this to go live on the website. So not just so you guys at home can get yours, but perhaps so it can sneak into my basket. I'm on this first show this morning, and then we've got Debbie and Ben for the other couple. So I know what I'll be doing as soon as we finish the show. This will be going in my basket because it's an absolute stunner. So we've got our lovely Victoria on the socials for this morning. We've got Lois saying good morning from Ohio. Diane is in. Sarah Brown is saying hello from Australia. We've got Sam McDonald from a sunny Darlington. I have to say, when I walked in this morning, it was sunny, so fingers crossed for a good weather day here as well. We've got Gamma 5203 coming in from Dallas. Oh, Thea's already bought the set. She couldn't resist, Thea. I know exactly what you mean. It's one of those, you can't resist it, can you? It's just stunning. Karen's saying good evening from Adelaide, Australia. Dragon Mum is saying, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We certainly are. It's always a wonderful day when Sheena's in because it is so educational and inspiring, which we love. Oh, our lovely Debbie Durant's is in saying, hello, lovely crafty people. Sandra Dundas is in. Yvette, oh, she says she doesn't paint or stamp, but she ordered these and she can't wait to try them. Well, the beauty of these is that artwork is so absolutely stunning. You can literally just heat emboss them. Don't even need to colour them in at all. You can still get fabulous effects that way as well. Kate is saying good morning. Zoe Carver's in, as is Michelle. Stephen Nicole saying good morning. Yvette's in. Ruth is in. Sandra Dundas is glued and taking notes. It's definitely a thing to do when Sheena's in, isn't it? Get that notepad out and get taking notes. Oh, happy birthday to Stephen Nicole. It's his 62nd birthday. Well, a very happy birthday to Stephen. I hope you're treating yourself. Maria Cooper is saying good morning, Zoe, Sheena, all the crew and lovely people watching. Hello to you, Maria. Kathy Myers, she's got her order in. Good girl, Kathy, you'll love it. Michelle Harris is loving it. Liz R is as well. LJ Crafts in from just down the road in North Yorkshire. As is Rosalind. Wendy's in, Kathy's in, Sherry's in. Alison's saying hello, as is Karen, and Peggy is loving these. They're saying, she's saying that they are so classy. They certainly are. Now, you've seen the amazing deal that you're getting. You've seen exactly what you're getting as part of this collection. But the thing that we absolutely love to see, and I know you guys at home just adore the shows when Sheena comes on and shares all her ideas. I think it's time that we got a little bit of inspiration with this amazing new launch.
Brilliant. Cheers, Lily. Right, so we've got so much, actually look, we've got so much to play with. So let me take you through the process as I would, and in fact is what I did. So what I did, Lily, and you know when you get your die cut machine out and you get your stuff out, I basically decided to get all my stamping done. So I stamped everything out, all my images out. So when you get yours, stamp your images out on a good quality card, and I'm using the premium watercolour card here, which is my favourite, my go-to for any water-based material that you can use. It's spot on. And if you want to draw the line, which you can do with the pens that are in this bundle, that is the one to go for, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking this rooftops one, this here, the snowy snowflakes over the city, and I'm going to place that on my card that I've got prepared. And we're going to stamp out a couple, Lily, because I'm going to give you a couple of options, all right? Nice. On how, if you want to make it quick and then super quick, all right? So we've got that ready there. Let's do option one. So we're going to use a waterproof ink. The Finesse Flagstone is my ink of choice. So I'm inking this up, and I'm using the repositionable, the magnetic stamping platform. Just so that, because there's so much detail in this, to be honest, you know, I've used it on a rock block and it's still great. But you've got to use the biggest one. So that, but just so that we can show you on here, we'll pop that down there. And this, so this is the option one. This is the line that is not going to move when we use the water-based product. So you're going to use any of the products that you've got in the bundle to colour this in. And in fact, what I'll probably do is I'm probably going to go for the damson wine. There you go, done.
Look at that.
Now, if there's a little bit that you think you could, I could have tweaked that or whatever, obviously you can go over it again because it's the repositionable one if you've missed a bit. But I wouldn't worry too much. That looks pretty good to me. The second option, we will stamp with the damson wine that you've got in your bundle. Why not? Because, you know, I'm not one of those people who changes my colours up every year, Lily, but I know some of you do. And, you know, these pinky purpley colours are quite the fashionable one to use. And so we're going to make it monochrome. Well, both are going to be monochrome, actually. But we're just going to use that gorgeous damson wine colour. Okay. So this is the second way we can go with this. Oh, I've got a bit of paper on my stamp. Good thing I spotted that.
As well, if you are looking for stamp cleaning solutions and stations, may very well be part of that Stock Up Your Stash promotion over on the website. So do check that out because you can get a lovely discount on all of your stamp cleaning solution and station.
You know what? My station goes with me everywhere. It's under the desk. Brought it with me. I mean, even though it's like Colston, Newcastle, isn't it? It's like, hello. What? I meant like, it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for crafting, but I brought mine with me.
Of course.
Go figure. Right, there you go. And then we've got that one there.
Lovely.
So let me show you this one first, because this is super, super quick. So we're going to take that, I'm going to take that off there and pop that out the way. I'll tidy that up in a minute. And I'm going to take my round brush.
Okay.
And because these are water reactive, I'm going to go ahead and just blend this line a little bit. Now, on the stamps, you'll see that there's shading, there's kind of cross-hatching, so that it's going to give the image contouring without you having to work at it.
Okay.
Really, to be honest, Lily, you could put a wash over the whole thing and you're done. But if you want to do a little bit more to it, this is basically, and even seeing that a little bit more. So this is if you want a quicker card, but you want it to look really cool. So just a little bit of water like this. And you could actually just pick out the odd brick if you want, but it doesn't have to be any fancier than that. We'll make these snowflakes a little bit more solid, because what we're going to do is we are going to put a little bit of bling on there as well.
Oh, yeah.
So can you see how we've got that going already with that little snowy kind of scene? But what we can also do is we'll add a little bit of colour in the sky. Now be careful, because what will happen here, what I would probably do before I've done this bit, I would probably have heat set now the rest of this when you come to do this bit, because you're going to drag the ink out from those snowflakes that are on there. Yeah?
Okay.
But it's already starting to dry because we've got the lights and things in the studio, so I'm okay with that. But that would be a nice little safeguard that you could do just before you get to that point. But what you've got now, we're going to make it a bit darker at the top. That is such a lovely purpley colour, isn't it? It's such a pretty colour.
It's gorgeous.
That damson. And can you see how now we'll start, what we're going to do, the mission here, should you choose to accept it, is to start paler at the darker at the top, and then come down paler as we move down the card.
Okay, so like a nice ombre. Loving
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. So you've got that glow across the city lights and the rooftops. So that's working fine there. And what's happening is here, it's quite pretty, because this ink, when you hit it with the water, you can see a bit of pink comes out of it as well, which is what you call chromatography with ink.
Okay.
Where it kind of, you see the colours that make the colour up.
Wow.
And it's really pretty, so it looks like you've got a little bit fancier than you have, really. And so if you're talking about cost effective, quick, easy to do, you can't get much quicker and cost effective than this, because we're even including this one in the bundle. So
it certainly doesn't look quick though. It looks like you spent hours doing that. It looks amazing already with
Pretty,
literally
isn't
just
it?
a little bit of water.
yeah, that's
Wow.
it, just a bit of water, and we are almost there. Now what you can do as well, we've got a little bit of where you can see that the little banks of snow here. We can go across and just pull little bits here, but we're going to get a white gel pen in the mix as well, and some bling.
Oh yes, sounds good to me.
Oh, got that there like that. And also you might want to darken the sides of your chimneys just to give it a bit more impact. You can even go a little bit more drama and deepen the dark side of the images as well.
Wow, it's amazing how quickly it comes to life, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
really
Just
is.
come together really, really quickly. And that's just one ink pad. So now the next thing, and this is where I'm going to just take a little bit more time, but I'm going to do it, is you've got the option of this little border around here. So then you can take your really virtually undiluted ink. So just, and this is an option, you could leave it white if you want, but I think it looks really pretty if you paint that little outside like channel with the darker colour, and then we're going to cut it and pop together a little quick card with this one.
Okay. So do you usually, is your order tend to be stamp and then colour then die cut, or do you mix it up?
I usually stamp, colour,
Yeah.
die cut, then emboss. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to emboss it as well. So it's like we're using the whole, everything. We're going for it.
May as well. If we get it all included, let's do it. Why not?
Absolutely. So it's a little bit more time consuming. Normally I'm kind of, I've made about 50 backgrounds by now.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah. But, you know, it's nice and mindful. It's a nice thing to do. And it is, again, it's not difficult to do.
No.
It doesn't take that much time, but it's very, very cost effective to do it like this, and it's going to look really pretty when we're done. So
I mean, it's looking pretty already, isn't it? But for me, that's the beauty in the artwork. All that hard work, Sheena's already done all the hard work. She's done that illustration. She's built all that detail into the design. Then it's just allowing you to get all your pens out, get all your ink pads out, get your paints, your glitters, whatever it's going to be, and just have a good old play. And you know that that hard work has been put into the design of the stamps. So whatever you choose to use with these, you're going to get the most incredible results. But wow.
thanks, Lily.
Yeah, and they are definitely typical Sheena stamps, these. There's no doubt. You look at these and you know straight away that is a Sheena stamp, and I think that's what you guys at home are loving as well. It's that lovely sketchy style, it's that hand-drawn feel. I mean, it might look, you might be giving these cards and people go, blimey, I didn't realise you drew. Well, you don't have to tell them. Your secret's safe with us, but it is absolutely stunning artwork. Every single one of those stamps is an absolute showstopper.
Thanks, Lily. And I always say you shouldn't have to work hard to make something look good. You should be able to do the minimum to it, and it look great out of the box.
Oh yeah.
But also a good crafting product is something that will challenge you to have a bit of a play as well, because you know what it's like. Even if you follow a recipe, you follow it the first time, then the next time you do it, it's like, oh, I wonder if I did this and if I'll tweak this, because that's what being creative is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about, right, it does that, but what else can it do? So now we've got that whole scene there where we've got, and all we've used is that one ink pad that we've included. Oh, I've missed one little twiddly bit. Bear with, please. There you go.
Hold the line, caller.
There you go. Would have been the whole thing ruined. Would have to start again. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe that up, Lily. We're going to dry that. And then I'm going to show you how to line that up with the die that comes in the bundle too.
Amazing. Isn't it? It's incredible as well that we're not only bringing you those gorgeous stamps, but you might be looking at that as a new craft and saying, I would struggle to cut around those. Don't worry, we are including the die as well. And as if it wasn't good enough to get all the stamps and the matching die, we're also including an embossing folder, which we'll be having a look at in action in just a moment. Isn't it the most incredible collection? Your Showstopper collection today, including that die, that embossing folder, all the stamps, 6 pens in total, and the 2 ink pads. We've just seen one of them in action with Sheena there, coming to you today in the Platinum Club for £68 or $80. When you see all of the crafty goodies that you get in there, I think you'll agree that is outstanding value for money. Think of all the different ways you can mix and match those different items. Think of using them standalone. Think of all the different mediums that you've already got in your crafty stash that you can be using alongside these. Maybe it's going to be alcohol-based pens, maybe it's going to be ink pads, perhaps you've got your sparkle pens, or perhaps you're going to keep it super, super simple. Let that strength of the artwork take centre stage, and you're literally just going to heat emboss it. You're not going to add any colour at all. Craft card, white embossing powder, wouldn't that look super, super classy? Ideal for your quick cards, but wow, that artwork is just absolutely stunning, whatever you choose to do with it. Isn't it just amazing? Make sure you get that added to your baskets, get it checked out. Of course, we've got different options over on the website. If you just want to go for the new launch on its own, you can do. If you just want to go for individuals, of course you can do that as well, but you're going to see in just a moment how well everything works together as we bring in the dies into the mix.
Right then, Lily. So what we've got is this is all dried now, so we're ready to go. But what I will need to mention is the die, because these are all hand drawn. Every one is slightly different. There's little pointy bits, right? So on one of them, you'll see there's a little bubble, a little bubbly bit there. Yeah. So that bubbly bit always goes to the north, to the upward pointing, 12 o'clock on your snowflake, on any of the stamp sets. Okay.
Oh, what a great idea.
Yeah, well, it was just, it's like, we do all the thinking when we're doing this bit, Lily. The rest of the time, brain's pretty much shut down, but this is it. It's all in one concentrated event. So I'm going to take a little bit of low-tack tape, anchor that on there, we'll pop that through, and then we're going to take it a little bit further. So if you've got any questions, shout up. If you want to say anything, shout up.
Well, we've had one question. Annie's just checking, is it watercolour card that you've used?
It is. It's the premium watercolour card. I love that watercolour card. To my mind, it's especially when we have it on a deal, it's just worth investing in that, because the difference is just huge, guys. It makes it so much easier, especially when you're learning to do something. new, if it's a new technique, a new something that you're doing, then it's just such a good card for, and things like the draw the line, you really need that card to wick the ink up. Other cards a nightmare to try and find a good card that's consistently good. So to my mind, it's worth the investment.
Definitely.
For sure. So now what we've got is we now have our cutout snowflake.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that pretty? Yay.
Perfect.
So what we can do now, the idea with this little embossing folder is we're going to emboss this for the background, but we're also going to emboss the image, because you'd think you wouldn't see it, think, well, how's that going to show up, Sheena, and all that? You've already got all this going on. Actually, before I do that, let me just get a little bit of white gel pen on there as well. Now, the white gel pen depends how dry your ink is. If you've got your gel pen, you're going, well, it was great yesterday and it's not working. It's usually because you haven't dried your card enough, isn't it? So if it's a bit damp, that little bit of it can't do its thing, bless it. So what I'm doing before I pop this in the folder, now's the time, because if you do this afterwards, you've got that texture that you're going to pop on there to have to kind of navigate. It's going to be like you're drawing over little mountains and valleys, and it's just make life easier and do this. This is the order I would do it in. Pop some little bits of snow. So all those little bits where we cover that snow up, we obviously, it's going to look better if it's white anyway. So we're just going to go and pop a little bit more snow in the sky.
Amazing. Does make a big difference, doesn't it? Wow. It
just comes together, doesn't it? So this gel pen, Lily, people usually ask which one I'm using. It's the Signal one. Signal.
Same one I use actually. That
one.
It's a good one.
It's a really good one, isn't it? It's really really juicy, and I think it's the broader one.
Yes.
It's a ball nib, so they're all thinner than a felt nib, or the bullet nib, but it's still it's really I think it's just the perfect combination thickness. So we'll put a little bit more, and you can put your snow where you want. It doesn't have to go exactly where the snow is on the stamp. You can add a bit more, but just take a little bit of time to put that like that. And then we'll pop a little bit, if you want to emphasize the snow on the rooftops, you can pop that back in. If you've lost a little bit of that highlight, you can, if you've maybe washed over with the purple a little bit too much, pop that back in.
Like love that. There's no such thing as a mistake, is it? It's just a different technique. There's always a way of fixing it, always a different way around, isn't there?
Absolutely. There's always more than one way to get to something as well. Don't you find out you've spent ages doing, like, going around the world, around the houses, around the block, everywhere, and then somebody shows you something and you go, you're kidding. It was that it could have been that easy. Now you tell me. Cheers for that. Anywho, so that's now ready. We're going to bling it up after it's been embossed. But that looks pretty cool as it is.
It does.
But let me now show you what we'll do. We're going to pop this in the folder just where the snowflake pattern is, and we'll line that up because we've got that printing on there, so you can get it. And don't worry. Oh, that's wow! Look at that. Not bad.
Bang on.
Boom.
Yeah, we'll take that.
And then we'll take this and we'll just pop that through.
And is it a 2D or a 3D embossing folder that we've got here? 2D embossing folder or
2D?
3D? Yeah,
2D. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Come on. These are nice new plates, and
they stick together, don't they?
Yeah, I know. I feel a bit special.
I know.
What?
Wow.
I know. I'll be the talk of the place. I know Sheena had new plates today, huh? Having a new plate. But I have to say, oh, hang on. New plates hasn't helped me, has it? There you go.
There we go.
Didn't see that, did we?
No.
You know what? I have no inner monologue. Even if I was trying to be cool and cover something up, I can't do it anyway. I'm like, creature on Harry Potter. Yeah, I'm no inner monologue. So, what we've got now is, if you look at this, we've got a embossed. I'm trying to see if we can get that over the top.
Oh, we're getting in close.
Can you get that over the top?
Yeah. Just catching that, yeah.
So even though you think, oh wow, and people, it's like when you get a nice posh paper or something, and you go, oh, that embossing makes all the difference over that top. Now you could, if you wanted, to ink over that, if you want, it's your option, but it looks great like that. You wouldn't think you would be able to see it so clearly, to be honest. So that's that bit, right? So we're going to pop a little bit of bling on there. Bit of sparkle pen, why not? and
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit of, you know, all these things that we've got at hand. It's Christmas, you've got to use them, have you not? A little bit of that.
You can't have a bit of sparkle at Christmas, and
Oh,
quite frankly, when
seriously.
can you?
Well, I'm not usually, you know, one for too much glitter the rest of the year, but Christmas, it's got to happen, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, some of our glitter glues as well.
Oh,
I
my
love
glitter
these.
glues, God, I've got a new glitter or a used glitter glue.
a
I need
new
to
one
get
or
it
a
going.
used one, yeah.
Right, we'll come back to that. I'll come back, we'll pop that on later. But that's the next bit. Right, so we're going to pop a quick card together. This is the one that's already been run through for the background. Can you see how there? Let me see there. Boom, look at that. Look at the depth of that
Good
embossing.
grief, wow.
How cool is that? So just pop your
Amazing.
card through and you've got an option. So this is going to, see how this sits on here perfectly. So pretty clean background there with it already embossed. So that's good to go. We can just pop that on there if we want. You could ink it up also if you want to do that. Or you could also, the next thing we could do is we could cut out some bling. So let's come back to doing a bit more cutting. So we'll take the some silver card and we'll take the die again. But in with the die, you're going to get swirly, those little swirly embellishments and bling things,
Oh, yeah.
which is, bear with, right in front of me. I've got that much stuff. You know what? I cannot pack light.
Oh, no.
Just cannot. This morning before the show, I thought, I've got everything. And then I was like, oh no, I need this. And oh no, we could do with that. And yeah.
It's just too many
You love
crafty
me
goodies.
for it, don't you?
Yeah.
So when you're cutting anything out, when what I've always done is when you get a set that's got little bits like this, if there's anywhere with a little scrap bit, a little bit that's not big enough to put anything, just fit them on. You may as well cut them out and save them for later, even if you're not going to use them now. That's my philosophy anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll pop that back through the Gemini.
Fabulous.
And then we'll emboss the snowflake again, and then we'll pop this little card together.
Oh,
I'll show you
yeah.
how that works.
Sounds good to me.
And that's like the basic kind of formula for how you're going to put your rest of your cards together. Then it's like less or more of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Different colouring products, different sizes, and things like that, which are going to make the difference. But look at how gorgeous these are when they cut out. These, actually, if you pop a little bit of glitter glue like that, they do look like strings of beads, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cute
Wow.
little, and they're so, again, the snowflakes are just really, really fine. The detail's fabulous.
I mean, those swirls you could be using all year round. They're definitely ones you'll be
The
using
swirly
time and
bits,
time
yeah,
again.
the swirly bits are so absolutely all yearly. I'm just going to pop them over there.
Be great under your flowers, wouldn't they? Just tuck them amongst your leaves. That would work a treat.
Sorry?
Just tuck them amongst your leaves with your flowers.
Yeah,
that would work
absolutely.
really nice.
Absolutely. Oh, you know, you just can't pick up that last little bit. Come on. There you go. We'll need those.
You've got to
So
talk
these
to
we're
it.
going to use. Sorry?
You've got to talk to it. If you talk to it nicely, it will do as you tell it to. Just got to say, come on now. Just encourage it, bit of gentle encouragement.
Yeah, really. So I'm not even going to throw that out. I'm going to keep that bit. Oh, I should show you as well.
Yes.
If you're wondering about the waste from the card, what you can do, and I'm kind of jumping around here, but look, so the negative, if you want to make a card with a negative aperture, look at how cool that looks. And that's the smaller image. Yeah?
Amazing.
Cool,
Look
isn't
at
it?
that.
Fabulous. So we've got lots and lots of stuff for you to play with. So we'll pop that back there. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to emboss this one as well. So I'm going to get my embossing folder back, if I can find it, right there. And we'll pop this guy back in there and emboss this one.
It's easy to line it up, isn't
That's
it?
it.
Really is.
Wow, I'm seriously on fire
Yeah.
with the lining up, aren't I?
Wow. Anyone would have thought you'd done it before.
Ah, Hawkeye Douglas here.
Wow, I know.
Wow. Actually, that's right. The producer said it does show how well it's been designed. That
There
it
you go.
Well, that, you know what, it's when you're designing as well, Lily, you know, it's all just a theory. Yeah, as a designer, you've got to like start at the end and work back, think this would look really cool, so what bits do we need for that? But until you actually get them, you're just hoping it's going to work
Yeah.
and come together, you know. So phew is all I'm going to say.
It certainly has come together, hasn't it? It's amazing.
Right, so now look at this. Look at how
Oh my goodness me.
cool, gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh,
Pretty.
wow. Look at that. That looks like a piece of
Lovely.
metal, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Embossed engraved metal. Oh my goodness.
gorgeous, isn't it? So that's, yeah, so now, so we've got our card, we've got the background. This I'm going to offset, so we've got this
yeah.
coming in between there like that.
Love that.
Yeah, and then we are going to pop this on here. Now I think that background, it's tempting to ink it and it's tempting to do something else to it, but I just think that looks really pretty with the white.
It does.
Yeah,
Really does.
so I think we're going to stick with that. You could,
Yeah.
if you wanted to use a bit of Centura Pearl, that would have looked good with
Ooh,
that,
yeah.
as that. But I think I'm going to let cease and desist, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick that, Lily. Let's just make that decision.
Yeah. I'm loving that. White on white really does work, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just looks really, really pretty. And that's the thing. You want the background to basically be in the background. You don't want it to fight with the star of the show. And the star of the show is most definitely this guy here. So this is
Certainly
going to
is.
be upright like that. So this one we want to just do it on that quarter kind of turn,
Uh-huh.
like that. Kind of line it up as best we can for there.
Yeah. That's good. I think Sherry Miller has hit the nail on the head here with this comment. She says, we are so lucky to have Sheena's beautiful artwork. And honestly, Sherry, I could not agree more. We really, really are. And to be able to bring it to you in stamp form, in die form, in embossing folder form, for that sort of price, honestly, we are so lucky to have all this beautiful artwork and the inspiration to boot as well. You certainly are tuning in on a good day on Crafters TV. That is for sure.
Oh, thank you. And then we can pop this one, just 3D this one on here. I think that would look cool, don't you think? And
yeah,
then we've
love
got those little
that.
stringy bling things to go on. So let's get, in fact, I'm going to look for larger pads here
Okay.
of the 3D foam. But we haven't got them.
Oh, no.
No. All right, so we'll just use the smaller ones. It'll take a while. I once saw, you know, when Shopping TV first started, there was somebody who had, bless that, about a million of these little foam pads on the back of a thing.
Yeah.
And it took, I think, the whole hour to pull them
Oh
all the
my
bits back
gosh.
off there. So I'm going to be as quick as I can here.
And just to confirm, we've had a little question coming about the ink pads that Sheena's used. For this particular one, she's used the water reactive, not the waterproof for this one. And that is the one that you're getting as part of your bundle. So I know Helen's been asking about recreating this technique. Well, if you go for that Showstopper, you do get that Dams and Wine water reactive ink pad. That's exactly what Sheena's used for this particular card. So go for that Showstopper and you can recreate this incredible technique exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Lily. I thought, well, we've got these ink pads in there, and it would be great for the first demo just to let you see how everything's there. You can get going. Just that's it. Boom, you're sorted. And the it's such a lovely colour. It's dark enough with that technique where you've got the you know, where you blend the line out. You always need a dark ink pad to start with. The pale ones aren't your friend because you know, they'll disappear to nothing with a little bit of water. You need that dark tone to then lighten through all the other shades when you add more or less water to it. So, okay, 3 hours later, I may get this done here.
There we
Talk
go.
amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, that's the thing why we need all our different sizes of foam pads. I mean, yes, those are great if you've got tiny little bits of decoupage, but for a topper, they are quite small.
They're
aren't they,
great
let's be
for the
honest.
detail. They're good for the little pointy bits. But yeah, I'm getting there. I thought if I put them all in a kind of clump like this, it might be a bit quicker. But not. It's all right. As long as we've got some of them sticking here, we are good.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take them off all of them. We're going to, we can do that later. That'll do. That's it. I'm done. That's
Done.
it. That's it.
No more.
I'm done. I'm out. Right.
Oh,
so
dear.
we'll pop that one there like this.
Oh, wow.
And then we've got our, and it looks very quite graphic, doesn't it, with that silver, just the silver. These little stringy guys, these blingy bits can come across, and you can cut them up or you can just, you know, use them whichever way you want and have them just embellishing your snowflake like this. You know, just a little odd bit here and there so it looks like they're just kind of wrapped around in a lovely blingy fashion like that. I'll pop that one under there. There, so can you see how you've got them kind of just swirling around there?
Yeah, I love
and
that.
these little mini snowflakes we can pop just the odd one or two. We don't want to go over the top of these either, just a little nod to this. But I think for really using just what we have in the set, that's a really pretty, quite modern looking card because it's quite minimalist, but it's got enough. I'm not going to stick these little bling things on there at the minute, but there you go.
Wow, that is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that, just using that one ink pad, a little bit of your clear sparkle pen, bringing in those dyes, bringing in the embossing powder as well. That is an absolutely stunning creation. You guys at home, when you get this amazing product, this amazing collection home, you can be creating that exact same card straight out of the box because you are getting everything you need included as part of this Showstopper deal. You are getting that embossing folder, you're getting your set of dies, you're getting all of your incredible stamp sets as well. And then if you are going for our Showstopper, we're also going to include our tricolour aqua pens that comes to you in your floral meadow and also your great outdoors. That Damson Wine water reactive ink pad, the exact same one that Sheena's just used, and then as well that fabulous opaque pigment ink pad. All of that comprises that amazing Showstopper. Your Platinum Club price for that entire brand new collection is £68 or $80. Don't forget as well, if you're loving the look of that technique that Sheena's just shown us, using the water reactive ink pads, perhaps you've not got any of those ink pads in your crafty stash already and you're thinking, do you know what, I want to start to build my stash of those amazing ink pads, then make sure you go for your bonus buy, because when you go for that Showstopper, you can get that pack of 15 different water reactive ink pads for half price, which is absolutely outstanding value for money and a great opportunity to start to build your stash of your water reactive ink pads. Now, of course, over on the website, we do have other options for you as well. If you just want to go for the new launch on its own, of course you can do that. Or if you just want to go for the individuals, you can do that as well. So there are choices for absolutely everybody if you check out the Shop the Day page on the website. Now, it's a chance to give you guys at home that opportunity to check out your baskets, maybe have a little shop around the website, look at the stock up your stash promotion, and also check out the end of summer sale. And we'll be back in just a couple of moments for lots more inspiration from the incredibly talented Sheena.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
What
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Welcome to Club Inspire,
the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. What a busy wake-up call we are having. Of course, it's a brand new Sheena launch. We are not surprised at quite how busy we are because this collection is just absolutely gorgeous. You're getting stamps, you're getting dies, you're even getting an embossing folder. And the beauty of this collection is, yes, it's that beautiful hand-drawn artwork from Sheena, but the fact that it all mixes and matches together just gives you so many possibilities when it comes to your crafting. Bring in whatever colouring medium you choose to work with. Is it going to be your water-based pens? Perhaps it's going to be your pencils, your alcohol pens, maybe even some of your inks. Whatever you're choosing to work with when it comes to your choice of colouring medium, it's going to go hand in hand absolutely perfectly with this collection. You will see the details on your screen for that amazing Showstopper collection. That's coming to you today for part of our amazing Platinum Club for just £68 or $80. And that's absolutely everything that you see there. All of the brand new launch, 2 ink pads and 6 of your tricolour aqua pens. Just absolutely gorgeous. We think of snowflakes, we think of the whole season of winter, whether it's going to be Christmas, maybe it's winter birthdays, maybe it's winter weddings. These are going to take your crafting throughout that whole season of winter, and it's certainly going to do it with style. Now, that first demonstration, so many of you guys at home were absolutely loving that. Wendy Graham is loving it, as is Karen. Sherry Miller's saying it's beautiful. Helen Patterson, it's out of this world, could not agree more. Oh, our lovely Julia's showing us. She says, I just love that Sheena. The little bits finish it off beautifully, doesn't it just? It's the fact that that die set's not just that outline die. You've got your lovely little swirly bits, you've got your extra snowflakes, and it's all those finishing touches that take your makes really to that next level. It looks just absolutely gorgeous. Liz R is loving it, as is Sam McDonald. Everybody is absolutely loving this brand new collection. We can see so many of you guys are checking out your baskets already. Of course, the launch technically isn't till 3 p.m. this afternoon UK time, but there's no need to wait for that. You can get yours in your basket, get it checked out, then you can come back at 3 o'clock and just enjoy even more inspiration. And talking of inspiration, that's exactly what we're going to go and have a little look at now with Sheena, because I know she's got so much more she wants to share with you.
Yay, fantastic. Well, I've got, you know what, I've got so many cards. They're everywhere. They're under here, they're there. I'll show you a little bit more inspiration, then we're going to work through this card.
Oh,
so
wow.
This is, Debbie's made this fabulous card here, and I'm going to do my version of that, but we're going to use some different colouring products. We'll work through it. I'll tell you what the challenge is. Let's see if we can do as much as we can with the pens that are in the bundle.
Ooh,
yeah?
okay.
Okay.
Good challenge, like
even
it.
for the background, we're going to use Glycerin, we're going to blend the background.
Ooh.
That's the plan, Lily. But yeah, so this is a really, again, those little kids looking out the window with a little swirly bits around there, but a little bit more inspiration before we start on that one.
Wow.
Love that. Isn't that just stunning? So using the snowflakes on the background here for the embossing, you can emboss with them, with the waist, of course, and then you've got your really, really pretty.
Look at that. Wow.
Is that gorgeous?
That's a showstopper now,
Isn't
that,
it?
isn't it?
Stunning. Absolutely lovely. And then continuing a couple more, and then we'll get playing. Love that.
Amazing.
And then again, look at these gorgeous colours. How pretty. And then the smaller image on the bottom with
stunning.
the stopper. Just stunning. And you know what? All the details in the stamps, guys, you just need to put a wash over them, as you've seen. And there's not loads of colouring in these.
No.
There really isn't. You saw how little there was on the rooftops. If you look here, you've got the robin and a little bit of blue in the sky, a little bit of green, that's it. But look at how spectacular that looks. And then a different colourway completely.
Wow.
So,
Striking.
yeah, so there's some inspiration. But we'll work through, this is the little people here. So the first thing is to stamp out the image. And again, I'm going to use the premium watercolour card. Yes, that's the one. Seriously, got no words today.
Oh, dear.
I'll just try and telepath to you and see if you can pick it up. That'll be the game.
I'll do my best.
That'd be great.
Could be interesting.
So I'm going to get the repositionable stamping platform again.
Yeah.
And we'll stamp it up with that. And we're going to use the same ink. We're going to use the flagstone.
Okay.
I like flagstone because it's dark enough to see detail, all the detail there. You get the impact, but it's not quite as harsh as the black. I just think it's a bit softer.
Yeah.
So taking these little guys here, we'll pop that on there. Just fits like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll ink this up, and then we'll have a bit of experimentation together with the colours. Because
Nice.
I had one plan, but you know me.
Plan straight out the window.
Yeah, out the window. So, but this bit is still going to plan. We're good here. Definitely going to stick with the flagstone for this bit. So just make sure you use the waterproof. And any questions, shout up if you've got any questions or techniques and I should say as well, any of the cards that you're looking at, if you want to know more about them and you're thinking, oh, that looks cool, but I'm not sure, or if you want to look at them again, just have a look at them again. When you get yours, it could be next Christmas, the Christmas after, because these are just going to go and go and go. Just, they'll all be there, all held for you to look at on Sheena's Inkettes. We've got a file section, of folders, with all of the collections on there, Lily. So it doesn't matter when you go back, next year, the year after, 2 years, 3 days' time, they're there. So, which is great to know because it's not just the time of the show. Look at that, spot on.
Beautiful.
Don't it's like that's how well this photopolymer stamps. So I've used in the repositionable, and so far I haven't need to kind of use the benefits of it, have I? We're going to go back with the dies. We're going to cut that out. Same thing again. So cut it out, and then I'm going to colour it.
Okay.
So pop that. And again, should say this again, the little bit on the top of your die, you'll see one of the little pointy bits has got a little bubbly bit on it. Yeah. That's the bit that always goes pointing north. So 12 o'clock, that's where that guy stands, okay? Because these little bits are all drawn independently, so they're not perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah. That's the beauty
They're
of
perfectly
having that.
imperfect.
Yes, absolutely. Just like a normal snowflake, isn't it?
Absolutely. Oh, you know, it's amazing when all the snowflakes are not one's the same. That's fantastic, isn't it?
It's incredible, that, isn't it?
Yeah. And when you look at real snowflakes, they are absolutely just amazing, the way the crystals form and just stunning. Right, so we'll pop that through. And first bit there. Oh, you know what? Because I don't usually do cut out during the shows. Doesn't it seem like it takes an age when you're doing it? And you're super fast, but because I'm always just moink and moink and moink, I feel like even though it's like the new Gemini is super fast.
Yeah. Isn't it funny?
Right, so we now have got our cut out image. And what I'm going to do, we're going to now play together and see how we can colour these in. So if this is exactly what, you know, when people think that you just automatically know what you're going to do, and then we come on the shows and it's kind of like it's not it's a bit of a false representation sometimes of how we're crafting. People think, oh, you just automatically know that that's what works every time. And it's not, guys. You do a little bit of playing just like you do. You've got to tweak it and have a bit of an experiment with things. So the first thing I'm going to look at is the pens that you're going to get in this set. Shall we look at the colours? Because we haven't looked at that yet properly. So the first set of pens is the Floral Meadow. So let me show you what these look like. Because they are the tricolour, you're getting 3 pens in one. So for me, you know, I've been wondering, so this is all relatively new to me, Lily. I've used the same colour again. What am I like? That one there, that one there. So you've got 3 different pens, and the super portable, that's the easier to manage, but it's like 3 for 1. So when you're looking, you're actually getting like 18 colours in this set.
Amazing. Wow.
So yeah, fantastic value. So that's the first set there. We've got the, and what I'm doing, the reason I'm doing it like this is I will always be using water when I'm blending. So I'll never usually just use the pen direct and then colour it in and then that's it. I'll be mixing the colours and I'll be adding water to drag out, make colours from lighter to darker and mixing them together, which is why I am setting out my little colour chart like this so I can see what happens if I mix this pale pink with that yellow. Yeah? And then the final one, this one here, these colours are just so vibrant. And other thing to mention, you can always make a colour dull. We can make any of these muted and grungy if we want, but you can't put bright back.
Okay.
So if you start with bright like this, super, super bright, gorgeous, vibrant colours, you, like I say, you can make these dull and muted easily, but you can't get back to that. So in my mind, these are the best colours to go for. So that's the one set. That one is the floral meadow that you're going to get. And then the next set to play with is the Great Outdoors.
Well, it's proven ever so popular already, that Snowflake Stories Snow Shop. Oh, blimey. Get your teeth in, Lily. Oh, gosh, it could be a long hour. Snowflake Stories Showstopper. Whoever named that knew they weren't going to have to read it out live, did they? A lot of alliteration there. That incredible brand new collection, proving very popular already. Just on Wake Up Call, we've not even got to the launch yet. We've already gone 10% of the stock is already sold out, flown out the door already, and that's stock that's actually names on boxes when it comes to that. That's not you guys who've got it sat in your carts ready to check out. So if you guys that have got it all waiting to check out, check your baskets out. That's going to jump up an awful lot more, but already out the building, 10% gone already. I'm so pleased that all of you at home are loving it as much as we are.
Yeah, cheers everyone. It's fabulous because we've been waiting for this. This is the big collection, and it's been like super exciting building up to this point. So I'm very, very happy that you're loving it. Thank you.
Yeah. These colours are beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous? You know what? These are just so usable, Lily. These are fabulous. Really, and you're looking at getting all those colours.
Yeah.
I mean, you what? 18 colours.
Yep.
In those pens.
Amazing.
Fabulous. And we haven't even started mixing stuff, right?
No.
So that's, I just wanted to go through that just so you can see the colours in the purest form. But if you want to mix colours, for example, let me take this green. Let me put a little bit of that green there. And let me take some of this pink. Let's try that one. And pop them together. Okay. What you're going to do is start mixing colours that are opposite on the colour wheel. So green and pink, you know that it's like Ghostbusters. When you cross the stream, you're going to get a brown or a grey. So we've got a cool, dark grey there. So when we said about grungy colours, you've got a brilliant one there. If you wanted to warm that up a little bit, you could try a different, let's try some different ones on the other side. The other, let's go, instead of the pink, let's go red. Okay, red. This is the other set. And the green. So we did pink and green in one set. We're doing red and green in the other set.
Okay.
And let's mix these guys together. Maybe that warmer green's the one I want. That one there. So now when we mix these two together, you're going to get a completely different brown. Okay. So if you look at this now, and I want a skin tone for these little guys on there, I know that that's going to work very nicely. Thank you very much for my skin tone.
Yeah, we'll take
Who
that.
would have thought out of that set?
You wouldn't have done, would you?
So that's the this green here from the Great Outdoors, and the red out of the same set. So I think we're pretty much good to go then, Lily.
Yeah, let's
That's
do it.
as much experimentation as we need. But that just gives you a really quick insight into how many colours you've actually got, because in actual fact, guys, you've got the primaries across this. So if you've got your primaries, you're good to go.
Oh yeah.
You've got a limitless number of colours after that. So if we look at this gorgeous example that Debbie's created here, she's got really pretty purpley kind of coloured background. So we've got a gorgeous purple here we can go with. It's slightly different, but we can go with that. This really pretty pinky colour. So it's kind of a warm kind of reddish colour she's used here. So this will be on this set. So I'm going to take this crimson. We'll start with crimson, and I might pop a little bit. So this is the thing as well. You're going to be mixing them, and I might pop a little bit of this pink in with this one as well. Pop a little bit of that just to warm this up a little bit. And let's start with this little girl's nightie. So this is me working this out with this set, because I wasn't going to colour in them with this set. So this is, as you see it, as it happens, as it works. And now you see we've got a colour that's much closer to what Debbie used.
Looks good to me.
Looks like a proper reddish colour, doesn't it? So what I'm doing is I'm going to look on a dress, on a nightie, and I'm looking for where the dark areas are first. So put the colour in the dark areas first.
Yeah.
And then come across with a little bit of water just to pull that colour out. And we can darken that even further if we want. So look at the folds in our nightie, under our arm where it's going to be a bit darker. And we can also add some shadow in later as well with another colour to add a bit more depth to that.
Gorgeous.
But just going round like that. But what we're looking at, what we're trying to do is create a little bit of movement and highlight in this little thing here.
Just to answer a couple of questions that we've got coming in, we've got being asked, are these new tricolour aqua markers? No, they are existing colourways. We're just bringing to you them as part of that Showstopper collection at an incredible price, but not brand new colours. And Helen's also asking, is there a difference between the 12 pen packs and 3 pen packs? Well, what you're getting as part of this collection are your tricolour aqua pens, which means you're getting, like Sheena's just shown us, the 3 different colours within the 1 pen. The difference is the 12 pen packs, those are just your regular aqua pens where yes, they are dual ended, but it's the same colour on that 1 pen. So these ones, 3 colours in 1 pen. Your regular aqua pens, the ones that come in 12 pen packs, you just get 1 colour per pen. So both water based, but just slightly different in terms of the colour configurations. Hopefully that helps. Any other questions, do get them sent in.
So we've got her colour there, Lily, so that's great. We can put a little bit of shading on there in a minute. In fact, like, we could do it now. We could use a little bit of this dark, let's put a little bit of purple actually. Purple's a really good shading colour for a reddy colour. So if you want to make part of it even more in shadow, we can get brave and pop a little bit of purple into the mix, and that'll just make that look a little bit more like there's a shadow, there's in the folds of our nightie, and it just gives it a bit more realism and contrast, which is what we want. We want that little bit of the glow at the back, like that. So now we've got the nightie painted. Now this little guy's top here, we've got some really pretty greens. We don't even need to mix this one. I think we'll just use this one here as the main green for him or her here. So it could be a little boy or a girl.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
And then pop that under there like that. So again, we're putting a darker colour on, then we're adding water just so we can add a little bit of a highlight at the top. So you might want to darken that still, but at least if you start off like that, you can then see what you're playing with. It's easier to darken it than lighten it. So you may as well start a bit lighter than you want it to be. And then go ahead and darken some areas. So that was a really quick wash there. But again, if you mix a bit of the purple in with this as well, you're going to get a really good shadow colour that you can use there as well.
Love it. Just goes to show how easy it is to watercolour with these pens, isn't it? It's just super quick and simple.
Yeah, it is, and it's quick and it's fun, and it's something that the kids can play with you doing these as well. You know, you could start now, and let them have a good play. So there's a lovely kind of this petrol-y blue colour here, which we'll use with a bit of that and a bit of this green. We'll mix that in together to get sort of close to the colour, a bit warmer green, to the colour that Debbie's used for the curtains here. So it doesn't have to be exact, but if it's close, that's not bad. See this colour here, this really pretty dark teal kind of colour? So we'll use this one here. And again, just start where the shadows are and then drag out the a little bit with the water to give it that look like the curtains are folded and you've got some light and dark in there as well.
Gorgeous. Good question coming actually from Helen. Sheena, what is the reason you like to watercolour?
What is what, sorry?
What's the reason you like to watercolour?
Because it's quick and it's easy.
Yeah.
It honestly is easy. It's much more, I find it much more, it's easy to manage than an alcohol pen, because if I wanted to colour this in, for example, in an alcohol pen, I'd have to pick up 3 pens and I'd have to swap them around. I'd put one up, put one down, put the next one, put it down, put it on this. Whereas this, I put one colour down and then just vary the amounts of water and I'm done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the brown, so we do need a warm brown for this background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this yellow here, and I might be able to make it with what we've got on the tile here. That colour combination.
Look at that.
Tropical, isn't it? It's
Gorgeous,
lovely. Not necessarily the brown we're looking for, but
it's pretty.
I'm enjoying it and I'm having fun. So that one will maybe pop a little bit. Let's pop a little bit of this purpley colour into the mix. We've got some of that in there, and it's probably going to be a bit of green. Let's go with that green. Okay, let's see what we've got here, Lily. Somewhere in there will be my brown, warm brown. Can you see we've got the warm brown there already?
It's on its way.
So there you go. Lovely warm brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
So all of these colours are in this set. You just need to find them, guys. That's it. Encourage them to come out and play.
And that's the fun of it, isn't it? It's finding them, it's
Yes.
experimenting, it's mixing and matching.
Honestly, you are building up your skill set so much. When you get used to a little bit of colour mixing, it is so empowering, because then you fear nothing. It's go, oh right, so I don't need to take all these 100 and odd colours with me. I've got like a set of, what have we got in here? I would say 18 colours.
Yeah, 18.
And you've got massive amount of colours that you can be using. And I love doing this kind of thing, because it just, you talk's cheap, but when you get to show people that honestly this is, guys, this is such a good set, and you get the chance and the time to mix and show you how you do that, I think that's brilliant. That's really the fun bit for me. So we've got that coming up there like that, because this is if you can do this, then you're colouring sus, you're sorted. You know, colouring's not an issue anymore, because you can make any colour you're looking for.
It's really starting to take shape already, doesn't it? But half the battle is that artwork. You've got that line already drawn for you. Sheena has done all of that hard work by putting all of the detail into the stamp. So all the clues are in there already. You're not guessing where the shadow is going to be. You're not guessing where that light source even might be casting those shadows. All of those clues are in the stamp, and it's just allowing you to really enjoy that process of laying down that colour and just really getting creative, which, let's be honest, is what it's all about.
Yeah, I think we've just got just enough brown there that has seen us through with that. Yeah, I think we're good, Ellie.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Yeah, we're good. Right, so now we've just got the hair and the sky. This little bit down here, you can mix, you know, that neutral grey colour that we had before. Just a neutral, so I'm going to use what's on the mat instead of wasting it. Mix it all together, and that looks pretty good. That'll work for that shadowy colour. So that greyish colour there at the bottom, we're just going to pop that on there, because this is just like the wall in shadow.
Beautiful. And what brush are you using to
I'm
paint
using the number 6 round brush, Lily.
Should find those over on the website. Hopefully it'll be in stock. If not, they should be coming back very, very soon. They are a staple when it comes to all of our painting techniques, that is for sure. Oh, it's in stock though, Brill. So check out the website. Number 6 is the one that Sheena's using here.
Come in number 6. It's the one I use more often than not, actually. Number 6 is that you definitely want it. If you haven't got number 6,
oh, you're doing
seek
something
number
wrong.
6.
Yeah, I have to say that is the one I have like a little craft tote on my craft desk with all my key tools in, and that brush is the one that always stays in there, because I do use it, like Sheena says, the most.
Absolutely. So we've got colour for the hair as well. So we'll make it kind of a blondie kind of look we want this golden kind of colour here. One of them's got a kind of a greeny tint,
Yeah.
but this one's a bit more like a golden
Okay.
hair colour. So we're just going to put a wash of that over the whole hair. But you really, again, don't have to work it this much, you know, because it's already all contoured for you and it's got the shading in it. So even just that wash looks pretty good. But if we pop a little bit of maybe a browny kind of colour here and there, just a little bit, just at the base, and just flick, just so that it gives it a little bit of a tone to it instead of looking flat. And this little guy, let's do his little bit more kind of brown to start with, a little touch of highlight there, because they're going to look like they're maybe related. And then we'll pop a bit darker. And then we've just got the little bit of the sky to do.
Okay.
And I'm going to wipe that up now because I've pretty much, I mean, you can see how frugal I've been with all those colours. Very little of that was wasted. Everything I put on there, I've just mixed together for the browns, for the greys, for whatever. If you've got a tile or no, a plate, a white plate, anything like that, it's best to mix on that because you don't have to wipe it up then. You can just put it to one side and re-wet it and use it tomorrow. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, great
So,
tip.
the sky. We've got a lovely purple here. Check it and see what the colour's like. May want a little bit more bluey, which I do. So that's what we've got. But I'm going to add a little bit of this teal colour in there, just to make it a little bit more of a cooler purple. Let me show you what we've done, where we were. So that's what we started with. And if we mix this together, this is more where we're at, see? Yeah? So I'm going to pop this there like this and just go ahead like we did just in the last one. Start with a little bit darker at the top, and I'm painting over the snowflakes and over the snow because we'll put that back in.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect. Everybody's absolutely loving these demonstrations, Sheena. Michelle is saying Sheena's colouring and painting is so inspiring. She's completely awestruck. Everybody's just loving seeing all of these amazing stamps come to life. Lillian Butcher is saying beautiful. So much love. Beautiful samples, says Lizar. Lois is also loving those samples, saying gorgeous samples. Yeah, they are just the most gorgeous stamps, most gorgeous dies, and that embossing folder as well, just showing how everything works together beautifully to create your own finished pieces of art. Doesn't it look absolutely beautiful?
Thank you, guys. Yay. Well, you can do this. You can see how straightforward it is, how fun it is. Watch our face there. I have a little bit of my face showing that I need to make a little bit of a skin tone for. We'll just add a little bit of water here just to lighten that a little bit as we come down. And then we can put the snow back in with the gel pen.
I love that colour for the sky. That's a gorgeous
Isn't it
colour,
pretty?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so all those colours you've got in the set in the bundle, they're all there. You just need to encourage them out. And that was really easy. That was just the purple and that dark teal colour.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous purple.
So we've got the sky, we've got the little there, we can put there, so it's a little bit of skin tone, wasn't it? So remember the skin tone was going to be this green, this warm green, yeah, and the warm red, this one here. So warmer colours for skin tones are better, yeah? And if you mix those two together, usually start with more red and then just pull a little bit of the green in. It's not 50-50 for this, it's more red, less green. Okay, so maybe about there. Yes, so what you get is like a dark tan, but you've got to think about if you're lightening. Of course, you've got all different skin tones. So if you want to make it a bit cooler, just bring in a bit more green.
Okay.
And then you've got, see, that's cooled it down quite a lot there. See how that's much cooler tone than this one. So this one was a bit more red, and that was a bit more green. But if you started with a bit more green, if you do the bit more green one, you can always add a bit of pink if you want to add blush or whatever to it.
Okay.
But that's how you get your skin tone with that.
Gorgeous.
So we'll just pop a little bit of a skin tone there. And our hand is in there somewhere. I've covered that up. I think we are almost there with this one. And ready to cut out. And then we need to put the bling back in.
Oh, yeah.
No, we've cut out, we've already done that. Put some snow back in there. The outside here, what Debbie's used is she's used a really nice gold liner pen around the outside. So if you look, if you get your gold pens out, you can do a little bit of a border around there.
That does frame it beautiful, doesn't it?
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, we've got so many pens we could use for that. We could use one of the, these are a little bit, I think it would be difficult to get the detail done if you just used one of these to get that fine. I don't know if you could go around and maybe colour that with one of them as well. But I think that little bit of contrast there does look nice with that, the bling. Maybe we'll come back and look at that later. But let's put that white back in, yeah?
Yeah.
So we'll pop this little snowflake guy here. Don't worry about it being perfect across the, so these little snowflakes are actually inside. These are like a little mobile, just hanging
Oh, cute.
inside the window. So that snowflake story is like a little paper snowflake story inside. And one there.
Loving this comment that's coming from Heather. I'm so glad to see these demos. I think I can actually do this. Heather, you certainly can do it. When you've got the right products and you've got the right tuition, which is exactly what Sheena is bringing us here today, you can absolutely do this. It really is achievable. We've seen this take shape from a blank piece of paper, and look at what we've created here. Isn't that amazing? But like we say, it certainly is achievable.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of Crafters TV, that all this time that we have on a Wednesday, you can actually see it in real time. You're not seeing it, this is one I did earlier, this is it, we were actually doing it together. So you can see it's achievable, you can see how it's working. I love that, yay. You definitely can do it, guys. That's honestly it. That's why my job is, it's not just colouring in an artwork for me, it's making tools that you can create your own artwork with. That's what these are. So I think I might have everything there. A few bits of snowflake falling through here. And again, you don't have to worry about, you know, going over exactly the bits, the ones I've done. Just put them where you want them to be. And if you go over them again, if that first layer dries, you could go over again and it'll be much brighter, the snow. You can pop a little bit of highlight in her hair if we want, a little bit like this, a little bit on his hair there, a bit on her top, just to give it a little bit more as if. Oh, apparently we've heard from Deborah, and clever thing that she is, she used that gold shimmer spray to paint the little border around the outside.
Do you know, I wouldn't have guessed that.
No.
That would have been the last thing. Because what I was thinking in my mind a couple of options. Number one would be our Spectrum Noir acrylic metallic paint markers. You know, the ones where you get the chisel, you get the bullet, and you get that really fine fine liner. I was thinking you could use the fine liner. So that was my first thought. Then my second thought was our metallic markers that we do. I know we do like our antique minerals is one, you get like your precious metals. I was thinking that might work, but those are slightly larger nibs. But I'll be honest, I wouldn't have guessed a shimmer spray. That is a top tip. Thank you, Deborah.
Absolutely, Deborah's tricksy, isn't she? She knows what she's doing, that Deborah. I'm going to leave it because I think we could do that. That's an option. But that there, we've just coloured in using everything. We used nothing other than what was in the set there. The only thing we added was the paper and the finesse ink pad. Everything there was just the pens in the collection that you're getting, which is pretty cool. And I tell you what, let's do this background as well. Let's do that for this as well. So we've got this background here, this here. This is going to sit on here, But what we'll do is let's mix that purple up again. So it was the purple. I'm going to be mixing quite a bit here. And the dark bluey colour, wasn't it?
It was.
Like that. And maybe a little bit more purple. Okay, let's see what we've got there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my applicator
Okay.
and the glycerin.
Yeah.
So this is really important. You need to put the glycerin, get this glycerin. These are new. It's a nice new one.
Oh.
You know what? New cutting plates.
I know.
New blending. Think, what
Blimey,
have I
no.
done today?
Good grief, we're
Who
treating
have
you.
I just been like, wow, I've said the right thing to somebody,
Yeah,
didn't I?
had you. Good grief.
What? So now we're going to go over and blend this onto here. So this is where you would think, well, surely you've got to use an ink pad now, Douglas, for this. No,
No.
because we've got the power
Oh.
of the
Wow.
glycerin, exactly.
Blimey, me. We're
So
giving
all
new
you
plates
do-
and everything. She reckons she's got the power. Oof.
You know what?
Wow.
But this is, it's like kind of sad, but it excites me because it's like a crafting kind of like like toolkit that we haven't had to add anything else to this whole thing to get this whole card done, other than those the one ink pad and the paper. Everything is from the set.
And I think
And
there's
this-
always something so satisfying about using a product for something it's not technically being intended for. I think that's always very satisfying, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's brilliant. As a crafter, that's the best, because then you think, wow, that's even more value and more like kind of like, you know, empowering, because you thought outside the box, you've got something different there. That's going to sit there very nicely. And then what we need to do is pop a little bit of water and see. I'm not sure how well this is going to lift, but we'll try it.
Worth a
So,
go.
a little bit of water.
Yeah.
And then a clean piece of paper.
Okay. Let's have a look. This is where the magic happens.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
yes. Certainly has
Brilliant. That's
worked.
lifted really well. Very
Love
happy with that. And then if you want to do it again, if you think, well, I want a bit more, then you just like, you know, start off with less and add more if you think it needs it. And if you've got more water, you're going to get bigger drops, obviously. So sometimes it's good to be patient. You get the smaller little droplets as well by having less on your brush, but you just got to give that brush a little bit more of a encouragement. But that there is going to stick onto here like
Perfect.
that.
Could you do a similar technique with your clear sparkle pen? Would that work in a similar way?
The sparkle pen, yeah. I mean, we could go
Ooh.
over with a little bit of sparkle pen now with that, but it'll need to dry. But let's try it,
yeah.
right? So if you basically, if you let your sparkle pen get a little bit drippy like
Yeah.
that, and then tap it,
Okay.
you get little bits of bling.
Oh, yes. We
Yeah.
like that
so
a lot.
what we'll do is we'll do that, Lily, and then we'll dry it, and you can see.
Love that.
So all you've got to, and these clear sparkle pens, you know, they've been in my craft box like forever.
Yeah.
Like they go with me
Yeah,
wherever
yeah.
I go. I carry them around because they're just, if you're only going to have one, you know, you've got to look down when you've got like, you know, if you're having like that minimalist packing thing, you know,
That we
like,
don't-
what
that we
would
don't
you,
do.
What one thing would you take? What thing would these colour markers and a sparkle pen? What? I'm ready for like, you know, the desert island crafting
yeah.
here, aren't I?
Yeah. All sorts of techniques you could be doing with just
Oh, that
those.
looks lovely, Lily.
Oh, we like that, yeah. A
It's
little
really
bit
pretty. I'm
sparkle.
going to hold this up and let you see. Because you've got that concentrated little pop of the sparkle instead of it all being sparkly, which I think is better. It's about contrast, isn't it?
Yeah.
A matte and shine and sparkle and dull and light and dark. I'm mixing it up. So what you'll find as well, if you use glycerin, guys, for this technique, you sometimes need to dry it a little bit because you'll get your fingerprints, it'll just lift up a little bit. But that's all, this is a good thing to do. But let me show you how pretty this looks on camera.
Oh, we're going
Try
in.
and get the bling on it.
Ah, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah, we like that a lot.
That's the sparkle you've seen this. You've seen the white and
Yeah.
pink, but then the boom.
Ooh,
How
Yeah.
cool is that?
that's
Lovely.
beautiful.
So we'll stick that on there. And then we've got a bit of embossing to do with a bit of Centura. Because all these fabulous things that are available to us are all coming into the mix and into play. And any more questions, Lily? We're all good?
No, people are just absolutely loving what you're doing at the moment. They are
Yay.
loving the demonstrations. I do just want to say, though, all of our guys who are joining us from Florida, I just want to send out my love and best wishes to you all. I hope you're staying safe, obviously, with the awful hurricanes that you guys are having. Sending out my prayers to all of you. Please do stay safe and take care. And it's lovely that some of you have actually managed to join us. And hopefully we are keeping you company and keeping you safe and well. We have had quite a few questions, though, about the white gel pen that Sheena's using. She did show it us earlier, but Sheena, in a moment, are you all right to just show us that white gel pen again that you've been using?
Thank you. That one there, it's the Uniball Signal. Turn it around the right way. There you go.
Signal.
Oh,
That's
it's on
the
the
one.
wrong. It's upside down now, isn't it? Was the right way. There you
There
go.
we go.
Everybody
That's
dizzy
the
now?
ticket. Uniball
Signal.
Signal.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Sheena.
Welcome.
Brill, let's get embossing, shall we?
Right, yes, well, we're going to cut and then emboss,
Ooh.
Lily. So we're going to do that. And this is Centura Pearl, so I mean, you can't go wrong, can you?
Oh,
Perfect.
gosh, no.
Perfect marriage here. So I'll pop that on there. We'll cut this, pop this through. Hopefully I can do it without having to tape it down.
Oh, risking it for a biscuit. Fingers
It's like,
crossed.
yeah, stealth, isn't it, when you're
Yeah.
trying to use
Yeah.
that bit of tape.
Yeah.
You know, for the time it takes to put that one little
It's
bit
ridiculous,
of tape on.
and it takes a lot longer because you're taking your time passing it through. It would have actually been a lot quicker to put your tape down.
I don't
But
know.
why do we always do it?
I
Why
don't
do we do
know.
it?
It's like, yeah, we
It's
just,
daft, isn't it?
you know, you're feeling lucky, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yay!
Ah, we're lucky
fine,
today.
good,
Look at
yeah.
that. Beautiful.
So, right, so the next thing is we are going to emboss this little guy again.
Ooh.
So remember, all these things are included. Everything's
Uh-huh.
in there. Got my embossing folder down here. And we'll pop this one in here. Thus.
Let's see how well you're going to line it up this time. You
Yeah,
bang on
really.
again.
I think I
Third
might have
time.
used all my points up
Oh,
on
I'm not sure. We'll see.
Oh, nearly. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're almost there. Bear with.
That looks
So it's
pretty good to
easier
me.
to get it sort of in place, Lily, and then have a look on this side to line it up a bit, get a bit more kind of precise with it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I think we're close enough.
Yeah. Looks good
that
to me.
looks not bad at all.
Yeah, we'll
pop
take
that,
that.
through.
Beautiful. We've had some people asking as well, because a lot of our US friends don't like to make their square cards. They're saying, can you use these for rectangular cards as well? Would that work?
Yeah, we'll have a look for some rectangular sizes. Of course, they're going to be bigger because you've got the width of the snowflake to have to contend with, so it'll have to be a rectangular card that will go up.
Yeah.
And we've got samples. I'll pick some samples out when we've done this and show you
Perfect.
those ones.
Thank
So
you.
that has embossed beautifully. Look at that.
Of course
with
it has.
Centura.
Look at that.
Gorgeous, isn't it? That is just in itself. You can make little hangings, little mobiles and
yeah.
things with that. Just like that.
Beautiful.
So we have that. We're going to offset this onto there like this. That's going
Oh,
to stick
lovely.
like that.
We like that a lot.
Pretty, isn't it? Yeah. And then we're going to stick that together onto this here, which, shall I do that, Lily? Shall I do these
Yeah.
bits here and then we'll come back for the embellishment bits?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do
Okay,
it.
let me do that then.
Wow, so many of you guys are loving this collection. Sandra's told us she's excited because she's ordered it already. She's hoping, fingers crossed, she might have it in time for the weekend to play with. Well, we'll do our very best. As always, I know our fabulous warehouse do their very best to ship your orders out as soon as possible, but it will be with you very soon. Of course, this is our brand new Snowflake Stories collection, coming to us courtesy of the incredibly talented Sheena. This is our Showstopper collection that we're looking at here, and my goodness me, is it a showstopper. Those brand new stamps, the brand new dies, and that embossing folder that we've literally just seen in action. It is a complete collection. You've got so many different elements you can be mixing and matching. You can be working them all together. You can be using them separately. However you are choosing to use this gorgeous artwork, you know you're going to get the most gorgeous finished results every single time. Bring in your colouring choice of whatever your colouring choice is going to be. Maybe it's going to be your tricolour aqua pens that you're actually getting included as part of this showstopper. Maybe it's going to be some of the ink pads that you also get included as part of this deal. or perhaps you've got other pens, other ink pads, other embossing powders even, glitters, sparkle pens, pencils, whatever it might be. Maybe you've already got all those goodies in your crafty stash and you're going to be using these alongside these amazing new stamps, dies and embossing folder. That Showstopper collection is coming to you today if you're part of our Platinum Club for £68 or $80, and that is absolutely everything you are seeing there. Now we do have a bonus buy as well, which is going to make that deal even better. If you are going for that Showstopper collection, you can get your fabulous collection of 15 water reactive ink pads for half price. So you can see on your screen, £40 or $64, great price for 15 full-size water reactive ink pads. But forget that, quite frankly, if you're going for your Showstopper collection, you can get that for just £20 or $32. For 15 full-size water reactive ink pads is absolutely amazing value for money. In just a moment we will go through those colours, but we want to go back to Sheena to see how this amazing card is taking shape.
Right, so what I've done, I have, instead of 3D and just for speed, I've just popped this on like this, Lily.
Oh.
Pop it on like this. I've stamped that little greeting on there, which I think looks really lovely.
It does.
It's going to stick there, so we've got the little card. Oh,
That's cute.
Almost.
Cute. Yeah.
But we've got these little bling bits that
Oh.
these little strings, little bling thing. And then it's just up to you where you want to put them, where you feel that, you can wrap around the outside of the main card, you can wrap them around the snowflake, just wherever you want to kind of want them to go. So let me just see, I'll put a little bit stick on them. God, we've done 2 full cards, Lily.
I know, you're doing ever so well, aren't you, Blind?
What?
Yeah, doing good. But both stunning cards, absolutely
there.
incredible.
And we'll pop this little guy maybe down here somewhere.
They really are the finishing touches, these little swirly bits, aren't they? They're gorgeous.
Sorry?
So delicate. They really are the perfect finishing touches, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just fun little bits, just to give it that little bit of embellishment. I wanted just something a little bit different, a little bit of a twist there, and like say, it just really sets them off, doesn't it? And you can have them wherever you think you want to. I might just put the 2 on there,
Yeah.
and then we'll just pop these little snowflake guys on. Pop one there.
Absolutely beautiful.
And the thing is even if you're using one of the team's cards as inspiration, it just shows you don't need it to be a carbon copy. It can just be a nod to, can't it? And have fun yourselves and have a bit play with it, and pop the do what you want. A little twist. The more you do, the more confident you'll get as well. It's like if you start a new recipe, you learn the recipe, then you kind of go off track a bit, can't you?
Definitely. I always say start off with that intended concept, maybe copying one of those designs that you'll see over on the Inkets Facebook page, and then once you feel confident, once you're familiar with that artwork, you're familiar with that system of working the die stamps and embossing folder together, just freestyle a little bit, mix it up, have a look at the other items you've already got in your crafty stash and start to have a play. But isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Creating your own background with the pens, doing all of the watercolouring techniques, isn't that incredible? Only possible though if you have that amazing Showstopper collection. It's our Snowflake Stories collection that Sheena is bringing us brand new today here at Crafters TV, and what a stunning collection it is. Imagine creating that at home yourself. Absolutely, it is achievable once you've got this collection, once you've got all the tools, and as we can see, we've got all the tuition that's come courtesy of Sheena. You can create that at home. Perhaps you're going to mix up the colourways a little bit, but of course we are including some of the ink pads as part of this Showstopper collection, so really you can get crafting straight out the box. That full Showstopper collection is coming to you today if you're part of our amazing Platinum Club for £68 or $80. Talking of ink pads though, perhaps you're looking to stock up your stash when it comes to your water reactive ink pads, or maybe you're starting that ink pad journey. Well, what a fabulous place to start, because if you go for your Showstopper, you can get that water reactive 15 ink pad collection for half price, taking that price down to an incredible £20 or $32. But I would like to share with you the colours that you're getting as part of this collection. Now first up, I say it time and time again, it's actually my most favourite of all of the water reactive ink pad colours. It's the one I use the most. It was actually on my craft table just this morning. I was doing a little bit of ink and I got some lovely craft card and I wanted to give it a little bit of an aged look and feel. This is the ideal one to go for, this being your seal brown. A beautiful dark deep brown that we've got for that one. Like I say, ideal for getting all of those aged effects for your vintage and distressed creations. Love that one. Next up, our Fire Brown, another very useful brown, a little bit warmer and a little bit lighter when it comes to that one. Then we've got our Sandstorm, and these three that I've just shown you are all part of the same colour family, so they'll work hand in hand. But your Sandstorm is a lovely pale, very pale brown, sort of beigey colour. Then we've got our Anthracite, even a very useful grey. Next up is our Spar Blue. It's like a grey sort of blue that we've got for that one. Then our Twilight Grey. Next up, we've got our amazing Misty Morning. Then our Baby Blue, that lovely, really pale blue that we've got with that ink pad. Then that gorgeous, really deep, dark smoked emerald. Love that colourway, really nice, rich colour on that one. Then part of the same colour family, but a little bit lighter, is our Green Topaz. Then this is going to be absolutely amazing for all of those night sky scenes that you're doing. Your Midnight, really deep blue. Damson Wine is that really deep, dark purple, the darkest purple as part of our range. Then we've got our Smoke Pearl, and then finally our Pumice. So all 15 ink pads, it's coming to you today for £40 or $64, but I want you to really ignore that price on your screen, because if you're going for that amazing Showstopper collection, you'll be getting those ink pads for half price, which takes that price down to just £20 or $32. Lots of amazing bargains to be had on this show, but also over on the website too. We just kicked off our end of summer sale yesterday. Savings of up to 80%, so check the website out for that one. And as well, just for today and tomorrow, we've got our amazing Stock Up Your Stash event, which allows you to pick up some of our most loved crafty essentials, like your glues, your cardstock, even your guillotines, for some amazing savings on those crafty essentials. So do also check the website for that one. We will be back in just a couple of minutes, going to give you a chance to check out those baskets now, but we will be back in just a few moments.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she
That's
do?
exactly
What
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. I cannot believe we've got just over 15 minutes left on this launch, this wake up call even show. We say launch, technically we are not meant to launch Sheena's brand new collection until 3 o'clock this afternoon, but as we always do say, the early bird catches the worm, and if you want to go for your amazing brand new Showstopper collection that's part of that amazing Snowflake Stories range, then absolutely you can do that. And you can get in nice and early. Then you can come back at 3 o'clock, you can relax and enjoy Sheena's incredible demos, safe in the knowledge that you've got your fabulous brand new collection winging its way to you. Now, we've had lots of amazing inspiration throughout the show already, but before we get into a little bit more inspiration from Sheena, we want to get that voting for demo of the show. So we're going to go back over to Sheena now. We've got 2 amazing cards to choose from, but what are you guys at home going to vote for demo of the show? It's going to be a tough one, that is for sure.
All right, tidying up. I've got ink all over my mat. Right, so demo 1 was this one here. Oh, I've just lost one of my little things.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Oh, well anyway, imagine it was just there. It was lovely.
It was there, yeah.
I could look on the floor, but that'll probably be the day gone with that. So this was the first one.
Gorgeous. Okay.
I really like that. I love that contrast of the white. Just shows sometimes you're tempted to colour, and sometimes it's like, no, let it be, leave it alone. That was 1. And then this was 2.
Oh, gorgeous. Oh, it's going to be a tough vote. It's going to be number 1, or is it going to be number 2? It's a tricky one, that is for sure. Get those votes in, and we'll be announcing just before the end of the show what's going to be your fabulous demo of the show. Now, before we get back over to Sheena, for a few more techniques, we've got that amazing Showstopper collection. We're just going to pop the details on your screen. That's just Showstopper. That brings you not only your brand new launch, but also all of the extra goodies that go hand in hand with those items. So you've got your fabulous pens. Those are your tricolour aqua pens. You get 3 pens in one, which really is giving you 18 different colourways there. But of course, blend and mix them like we've seen throughout the show, and you've really got infinite colourways when it comes to those. You do also have 2 ink pads. That one, that lovely water reactive damson wine that we saw in that first demonstration, and then you're also getting one of your opaque pigment ink pads as well. That full collection is coming to you today for a Platinum Club price of £68 or $80 for absolutely everything. And don't forget to check out the website for that bonus buy on those amazing ink pads as well, which is what we're about to have a look at in just a moment. But before we have a look at this demo, Sheena, we've got a few questions coming in about glycerin. So
Glycerin,
brief explanation on what it's all about.
What were the questions about glycerin?
So where can we get it from, and what does it do?
Where do I get it from? I got mine from online. Just look at vegetable glycerin. And what vegetable glycerin does is it's a natural, it attracts water. There's a name for the word for it, but it attracts water. So it keeps things wet longer. So it extends the drying time of anything, which is perfect. But it also is thick and gloopy. So it's kind of like as if it's thickened up your ink for one, and also made it kind of like as if it was lubricated, if it was oiled, you know, to make it move across the surface easier for when you're mixing it with your inks. Yeah. So yeah, that's the main reason, but it does attract water. So that's the main thing, is that and it keeps, because ink back in the day when dyeing pads first came out, they were nothing like we know now. They were horrible. You just used to stamp a line with them, and that's all you could do. You couldn't blend with them. You could, because they would dry immediately, and were really limiting in what you could do with them. But now we've come to expect them to stay wet longer, have a longer open time is the technical term, and blend across the surface of your card as well as stamp the line for you. So when you use the ink from your pens, that hasn't been formulated to do that. It's thinner, and it doesn't have that kind of extra kind of thickener and that stuff to slow it down. But you can put that in as you saw. So if you can, then why not? Because it's another money saver, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. So we're having a little look at our ink pads now. Is this part of our water reactive bundle we're having a little look at?
Yeah, so what I'm doing, I thought it would be really nice, because the way I use the ink pads a lot is to, you know, I use them to colour with, and I use them to blend with, and so what I'm doing is I'm making a little colour chart. Instead of just stamping the ink pad for you, I'm creating a little swatch chart to show you. So what I'm doing, and this is a good thing if you do this yourself at home, take your ink out, then add a bit of water. So take it as much as, you know, undiluted as you can there, and then just add a little bit of water to your brush and just blend it out a little bit, and you can see the different shades of that you can you're going to get. And I thought with that price, tell me that price again, Lily. What was the price on this set?
It's absolutely amazing, because if you get it as part of your bonus buy, which is where you go for your Showstopper, you get 15 ink pads for half price, which takes your platinum price down. Honestly, I can't even believe I'm saying this, to 20 quid. £20 for 15 ink pads.
For 15 ink pads.
Come again.
For what? Well, these, that's just ridiculous, because I've said before, when I came back to Crafters, you know, they just these were pretty new actually when I went to wandering, all right, when before I left the first time, and so I knew how good they were then, and I've tried so many since then, different ones, and these, nothing that I've tried is as good or better than these ones, any of them, and I don't mean any of them. If you can think of any big names in ink pads, in my opinion, none of them are better than this.
Wow.
So if you can get a deal with this, and even though they're a neutral palette, this is your basic foundation neutral palette. That's the palette that you're then going to build your colours onto. That's still a great palette to work with. They're lovely muted colours. And if you've got a chance to get them at that price, don't miss it. That's like, seriously? I'd be having it for sure. I wouldn't even think twice to get that collection. So just thought I'd show you that. Yeah.
Amazing. It's great to see all the different colourways that we get in there. Like Sheena says, it really is a cornerstone of your ink pad collection. It's allowing you to add those different colours as well, to maybe dull those down if you so wish, but great for your backgrounds as well. So many different techniques you can do with your water reactive ink pads. I know Sheena's touched on just a few of those throughout the show this morning. So you can be doing all your blending, you can be doing those backgrounds, you can be doing your painting with them as well. You can even stamp with them, drag out that colour. They are an incredible range of ink pads that we do here at Crafters Companion, and to get 15 for half price is absolutely amazing. So definitely, if you are going for your Showstopper collection, make sure you're popping your ink pads into your basket as well, and you'll be getting those for half price. £20 for 15 full-size ink pads is absolutely incredible value for money, and great as well if you are a new crafter and you want all of those ink pads to get started and get playing with. Now we do have a voting. The verdict is in already for demo of the show, and it's going to, it's close apparently, but it's going to demo number 2.
Demo number 2.
Oh, gorgeous.
The little people looking out the window.
We absolutely love that. An incredible demo with that one. That's going to go into tonight's demo of the day vote. So, absolutely gorgeous. Now we have just under 10 minutes left on the show. Sheena, is there any quick techniques that you want to share
Shall
with
we
us?
colour a robin in? Seeing as we've got,
yeah.
because I think that you've seen how the dyes work and how they everything else works. And I thought we might just spend a little bit of time using the pens again in the bundle to colour a robin. So I've got 2 that I've stamped out here, one in the black ink and one in the paler ink. And I think we'll do the paler ink, because it looks, then you'll see more of the colour and less of the detail. So the first thing you're going to want is a nice green. Let's start with the berries. And so you've got, what I've got is back to my colour chart, and this one here, this is a fabulous pen. Well, there, that's the one we're going to work with, that one there. So I'm going to take some of the 3 greens out of my pen, and then I'm going to, in fact, I think I've got the one on the other side. No, I have got the right one. This is the one I'm looking for. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of the lighter colour and just pop that on my holly leaves, just as a little highlight to start with.
Okay.
Just in, not everywhere, just in parts of it. And then what we'll do is we can going with the other colours. So start with a lighter colour because we can always darken it.
Okay.
And then I'm probably going to go straight to this dark colour, to be honest, because all I need to do to get a mid-tone is just add a bit more water. So we'll pop a little bit there. So I'm going to cover most of this highlight I've put on there. But, see, it's just toned it down a little bit, but, but I'm going to take more of the ink because I want that darker, and towards the centre, just a little bit of a highlight on it. So that's the berry, there. Sorry, the holly, the first one coloured.
Gorgeous. It's quick to come together as well, isn't it? Really
It
quick.
really does, yeah, absolutely. And you're using far less of your product by using it like this on a glass mat or a plate or a tile, then you are going directly onto your card because you know the card's absorbent, so it's drawing the ink out of your pen quicker. So I'm going to pop that on there like that. So we've got 2 done.
Yeah, lovely. Don't forget as well, all the pens that Sheena's using here, they are included as part of your Showstopper collection. You are getting the 2 sets of tricolour aqua pens, both your Floral Meadow and the Grey Outdoors. You're getting 3 pens in each, but really because you've got 3 colours within each pen, it's really 18 different pens that you're getting. And when you start to mix and match and blend those colours, it is pretty much an infinite number of colourways. So absolutely outstanding value when it comes to those pens.
Absolutely, that's such a good set because of the primaries.
Yeah.
You really have got so much more than you think you've got in that set. It's the story's much bigger than those colours alone, aren't they?
Definitely.
Well, as you can see, is the skin tones and things we were mixing earlier with them. So that's the holly there.
Gorgeous.
And then we'll just pop it. We need to mix a red for the berries, but we haven't got. Actually, that one's pretty close. That one there
Yeah.
in the other. Yep, we're good with that. We don't even
Go
need
for
to
that.
mix one. So we're going to pop. In fact, what I might try and do is just pop a little bit like that, straight from the pen, but leave a little highlight on them. Okay, leave a little bit of white, and then they look much more fresh and healthy.
Nice juicy berry.
Yeah.
If you forget though, and you do end up, because I know sometimes I'll think, right, I need to leave my white highlight and I'll forget. If you accidentally fill it in, could you then go back over the top with your white gel pen? Just to add that
Absolutely,
back in?
yeah.
Ah,
You
perfect.
will not get that white as white though, Lily. They look white when they first come out the pen, but when you put it on, it's really, you usually use at least a couple of coats to get it, you know, whiter. So I'm going to scribble a little bit of this red here because I've got some green on there, and I'm going to mix this together to make a brownie colour for the branch, a little bit more there. And then that there, I'll just put the darker towards the bottom, like that. Oh, I think I've missed a berry.
Oh no.
I know.
It's always the way, isn't it? You always end up, you think you're finished, then you have a second glance, you go, oh no, I've missed such and such.
Yes, oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And then a little wash there. So we've got, the tiny little berry there. Just fortunately, because it's in a pen,
Phew.
it's a quick fix, Lily.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, right.
No one
easy.
will ever know.
So now we've got the berry leaves done, but I am going to put a little highlight back on there with the white gel pen as well. But you can see how quickly and easily with the colours that you've got on there, that's coming together already.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll get the little robin guy. So we need that red, we need that brownie colour there. So I'm going to continue to smoosh this together. I may as well use it while it's there,
Yeah, why not?
and we'll get him coloured a little bit like this.
There's something that's so stereotypically Christmas about robins, isn't there? You've got to have a robin for Christmas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I always think it's a bit strange, you know, when you see a robin at another time of year, you think, blimey, what are you doing here? You know, you're only for Christmas. It's always a bit funny, isn't it? But yeah, robins at Christmas, they are that symbol of the season, aren't they, really?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, gorgeous
We've
little
got that
robin.
little guy there. And then I'm going to leave a little bit of the, well, we're going to do a little bit warmer kind of colour on his red breast, and then that, and then this colour, and that at least gives us a little idea, because the rest of it's pretty straightforward on colouring in, but by giving it a little bit of an underpainting with the orange, it should make the red glow a little bit more. And then you've got him. We could shade him a little bit, but I think time's going to get the better of us, isn't
Yeah,
it? But
just
we
2
can pick
minutes
this up.
left.
We can just keep coming back to this as we go through the day.
Oh yeah, good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we'll pop maybe a little bit of a shadow, a bit more contouring under that. So just use a bit of that blue, Lily, for that.
Perfect. Just 2 minutes left on this wake up call, and then Sheena will be back alongside our lovely Debbie Fisher at 3 o'clock UK time for the official launch. Lots more inspiration will be coming your way in that launch day show. And then of course, with it being a Wednesday at 6 o'clock UK time tonight, we will have Ben and Sheena with a beautiful beginning show, but no doubt this incredible launch will be featuring there as well. So lots more inspiration coming up throughout the day. Like I do always say, it is always a case of early bird catches the worm. You don't have to wait for that launch day show to get your hands on this brand new collection. You can get yours added to your baskets and get it checked out right here, right now. Then the beauty of that is you can join us back here at 3 o'clock UK time, safe in the knowledge that you've secured your purchase. It's going to be winging its way to you very, very soon, and you can just enjoy the demonstrations. Maybe you're going to be taking notes of all of the incredible techniques that Sheena will be showing you on that launch day show, but you know that you'll be able to recreate those exact same techniques yourself, because you'll be getting that incredible launch winging its way to you very, very soon. Sheena, it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to join you for this wake-up call. Super inspirational as ever. I will definitely be watching back this afternoon's show for lots more inspiration, but thank you for all of your incredible demos.
Thank you. It's been fun.
It certainly has. Always a fun day when we've got Sheena here, and of course that fun will be continuing throughout the day. But do make sure you're checking out the website as well. We do have our end of summer sale as well that's happening. Launched yesterday, incredible savings of up to 80%, and then as well you do have that stock up your stash, but that's ending tomorrow. Incredible savings on some of our crafty favourites, including your guillotines. Wow, adhesives on there as well, cardstock, lots to be checking out over on the website. But make sure whatever you do, you get that new launch added to your baskets, and we'll be seeing you again very soon. Bye bye.